Yo guys, what's going on? SJ here again, bringing you all another Team Fortress 2 related video on my channel. So, in today's video, I thought, since it's been a couple of months since my last upload, I really gotta get this shit sorted out, man. That as a new intro to uploading again, and considering it's now been nearly 4 years since I first started playing TF2, kinda nuts when I think about it really, since I'm only 16, so it's like a quarter of my life. I was thinking I should do a video detailing my time playing TF2, sort of like as a timeline, including the ups and downs for myself and the community, I suppose, also sprinkling a little bit about my own life throughout this time period. So, let's get started. It all started in mid to late 2015, when I was still living in Norway. Not quite Svenland, but similar, just with more mountains, so you get the picture. I was in year 7, and one of my good friends at the time, and also one of the other nerds in the year, whose name was Jan, from Deutschland, or as some of you may know, Reichsland, or in some circumstances, even Germany. Much love to you Germans out there. Anyway, he showed me a very interesting video on YouTube about this crazy, possibly clinically insane doctor, and in this video, he was operating on this colossal Russian man before they practiced what looked like anything but medicine to my eyes and go out shooting people whilst glowing red. As I'm sure most of you can tell by now, I'm referring to Valve's amazing video titled Meet the Medic. And although I didn't think much of it at the time, other than it being a funny, cool animated video, it did stick with me. Alright, fast forward a few months and I'm on the plane back to where I'm living currently in Perth, Western Australia. We move into a temporary house near Kings Park. Also, around this time, shortly after my 13th birthday, I started school down the road. It was my first time in high school, that being year 8 in Australia, and I had to get a laptop for school. Instead of getting a Mac like most kids, we ended up getting a Windows, which we still have to this day. But what's significant about this is that it was my first, actual computer that could run anything more taxing than, Adobe Flash or browser games. I proceeded to make a Steam account, and TF2 became my very first proper online video game, discluding Minecraft Pocket Edition. That's like the closest thing to an actual video game I played before this. It's kind of funny looking back on it. I started playing well into the tough break update, and I played fairly regularly, which my mum soon noticed through the summer and seemed somewhat concerned that I was playing an M-rated game at 13. I know, right? Let's disregard the fact that my brother got CSGO a year later at the age of 10. Either way, she limited my time allowed on the computer quite significantly. But luckily for my budding addiction to video games, I had a fallback. You see, I went into a supposedly fairly good school, and to all credit, it's probably just fine. But although they had blocked Steam, I could still play offline TF2, which is most likely the only reason I kept playing the game through 2016. Fiddling around in offline servers with bots. I know, depressing, right? The good thing was that even though I had missed half of year 7, I breezed through year 8 with no work or general effort, and created many bad habits, such as, and including, procrastination, and procrastination, which I still have to this day. For example, I am making this video with 2 essays due the next day, and I have not finished either. So, I'm fucked basically. This was also the year that the Meet Your Match update came out, and to much disapproval of the community, I might add. However, I actually liked the update. Despite the supposed long wait times, of which I actually have no recollection of, probably because they're mostly competitive, and I never really tried competitive because I'm trash at the game. Was and still am. Near the end of 2016, one of my good friends on TF2 and Steam, SwiftyNick915, put the idea of making a channel together, or making 2 separate channels. He already had one. And although we've stopped talking since, those are definitely some nice memories playing with him. Also, he's the reason this channel is even a thing. It started out as SwiftyJake114. Yes, my name is Jake. Throughout the course of my time at this school and over the year of 2016, I racked up just short of 1,000 hours of TF2 within my first year of playing as a school kid, with limited time at home. Yeah, that was mostly racked up at school. To put that into perspective, that's 41 out of the 365 days, like 24 hours a day, and I now have just over 1,500 hours today, so my rate of playtime definitely dropped after that year ended and I moved schools for year 9 and 2017. 2017 was a bit of a breakout year for me and the channel as I began to upload fairly regular content of varied quality. Although my voice was squeaky and my editing poor, cut us some slack, okay? I didn't have a mic and I was using iMovie on my school laptop. I had a Mac which they provided at my new school, meaning I couldn't play TF2 in class anymore because the Mac just could not run it for shit. So over the course of the year, I didn't really gain that many hours, probably like a couple of hundred, but I did gain over 1,000 subscribers, for which I cannot thank you guys enough. So it went from 1,000 hours in 2016 to 1,000 hours in 2017, which to this day still amazes me. I created a few popular video series, especially like the cosmetic sets and all that, and I made a bunch of friends within the community, even giving Overwatch a bit of a crack at YouTube, which I will do again. Look out for that. Shout out to the Skywatch TF for this year, BFF. It sounds so fucking gay saying BFF. No, but he's a really great mate, and although he doesn't upload anymore, he's still a really nice guy. In October, the Jungle Inferno update released, which was an update which I can still say I truly loved and enjoy. This is because of like the maps, the content, just everything they added was really nice, and I can't wait for the heavy update. Here's hoping it arrives within like the next year or so. I don't know, maybe that's still a little bit ambitious. No, but seriously, I'm willing to wait as long as it's like a good update. However, towards the end of 2017, I began to lose interest somewhat in TF2 and started to notice a rising powerhouse of a game in something which I regret now, but Fortnite. Let's go. So after my breakout year in 2017, we had 2018, where I made a poor choice and deciding to ditch TF2 and play Fortnite and make Fortnite videos. Really bad decision for the channel, bad decision for me. It didn't affect my mental health in any positive manner. So we entered 2018. Not my best year. Year of Fortnite, I call it now. It's yeah, it's pretty bad. That is, up until around October, when I began to play TF2 once again. I reignited my burning passion for Team Fortress 2 and creating TF2 videos. I also resumed streaming, uploading, and experimenting with softwares such as Photoshop and Premiere Pro with the goal of improving my content over previous videos, something which I'm still working on today. For example, I now script everything, although it's still ad-lib sometimes, like for example right now, something which 14-year-old me would never have dreamt of. If you look back in some of my videos, you'll be able to see me stuttering, thinking, mumbling, going e. Anyway, throughout the course of term 1, year 11, and the start of my IB diploma program, which is an academically rigorous course with the extra benefits and downsides work-life balance-wise over other courses. So it's a lot of work and I'm struggling to keep up with it and YouTube, so it's not exactly helping my already bad ability to keep a schedule. I did manage to keep a decent uploading rate over the Christmas period from 2018 to 19, and even into my summer in Australia, in 2019 term 2 year 11. I was doing fine, but I began to lose interest in TF2 again, through favouring spending my time playing other games such as Overwatch, and Overwatch. My uploads slowed to the point of a month between them from April to June until eventually halting completely. Until now, obviously, but it's fucking August. That was when I wrote this script. It's now fucking September, so I definitely took my time. Throughout this period, I played literally no TF2. I simply played browser games, and into July, a shit ton of Minecraft. Even now I'm still playing it, so expect a few Minecraft videos and some Overwatch coming soon to an SJ near you. However, as of today, as in when I'm writing this, so for me reading it now, like I don't know, fucking like a week ago. I streamed TF2 and playing it for the first time since June, and I goddamn had a blast. I've recorded a few videos, caught up with some of my friends, and I'm excited to get back into YouTube again. But I do have exams in like 2 weeks, so until like October, uploads may be shaky, but there will be at least some streams and other content for you guys to watch and hopefully enjoy. In summary, TF2 was my first proper game, and although I have had large time patches where I've neglected the game, and as a result my channel, it still holds a very special place in my heart, and through all the other games I've played since my introduction to gaming through TF2, this is definitely the one I can see myself playing for years to come. At least if they update it. I'd like to thank all the people who've helped me along the way, all my friends, on and offline, who've supported me, and especially you guys, the TF2 community, which, although at times can be resistant to people's change, especially away from the game, it is still, for the most part, a very warm, welcoming, and vibrant community, which is pretty impressive considering how old the game is. So that does it for today's video, guys. Hopefully there'll be another one up fairly shortly. I have a couple that are in the bag, working on them. A couple want Overwatch, Minecraft, you know, just different stuff, whatever I felt like playing at the time. I'd like to thank you for clicking on this video, and if you're an old subscriber, I'd like to thank you for coming back. Just thank you. In general. If you can't tell, this bit's not scripted, but as always, guys, I do hope you all have a swell day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.